Hey everyone, I welcome you all to the Layer 5 website's call. Today is 27th April and we are live. So in today's call, in the website's meeting, we discuss about some of the front-end related issues if anyone of you is working on, or you can also add specific agenda items related to your questions or apart from PRs, questions or some of the knowledge if you want to share related to some of the front-end stuff that is also welcome. So today I talking about me, I'm Ronak. I am a community manager and an intern over here. And it's great to be a part of wonderful community, how inclusive it is. Talking about Mystery, it's a CNCF sandbox project and preparing to move to incubation as well. We also released recently, few months back, Mystery 1.0 in KubeCon Europe. A lot of things happen around in this community. Code moves quite fast, and you'll seeing bunch of other people more enthusiastic and doing some good work around the community. So today, I'll be your host, and I am joined by Bhumika. She's the co-host of today. She's also a community manager. Bhumika, would you like to give a quick introduction to our audience?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Bhumika. I'm a community manager here and I'm a co-host for the today's meeting. And currently I'm in the third year and I am doing the work related to the front end much. And yeah, I'm it's glad to have see you all here.
Yeah, thanks, Bhumika, for that. Um, so some of the before moving on to the agenda items, we do some of housekeeping stuff. So you can find this meeting minutes if you go to there's a shorthand for it. You don't have to type the complete URL of the Google Doc, but there's meet.layer5.io/website minutes. So if you go over there, you'll be finding this document, and over here the housekeeping item that we follow is to add your name in the attendees section to mark your presence. So I can also share this link in the chat. Before moving on, we would like to know more about you. So is there anyone who is attending first time in this call? You can give a quick introduction about yourself. Where do you live, or how did you find this community? This is open for everyone, even if you're not a newcomer. But yeah. Looks like uh, Rudanki Alexander, if I've pronounced your name
Hello,
correctly.
hello.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're attending
everyone.
first time?
I am a backend contributor to this talk and just came to see what's going on at this meeting. I was at the meeting with you on Friday, and yes,
Oh,
mm,
yeah.
and that's
Where
all.
are you calling from?
I am from Russia, from Moscow.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm student. Uh, uh, I um, worked in big tech companies uh, like Yandex, Sber. Uh, uh, it's like Google. It's like Russian Google. It's like
Mhm.
Russian American bank.
Okay.
Uh, and yes, it's my experience. Thank you.
Looks like a pretty famous bank.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a good mix of people from one of the each countries, I think. We have Yeltsin, the president, and so yeah, multiple people. Great to have diversity in the community. And yeah. Is there anyone else? Pratma, Ivo.
Hi, I just joined. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Prathma. I am a first year CS undergrad. I joined the community probably about a week and a half ago, and I have worked on something so far. And yeah, this is my second time at the website meeting. Good to be here.
Thanks, Pratma, for your introduction. Looks like some great folks here. Yuvanant.
Hi Ronak, this side Utkarsh. I'm I'm a student. I'm in a second year right now, and I just recently started contributing, and I have just raised my PR, and it got merged in in just 2 weeks. And yeah, this is my first time meeting in websites meeting minutes, and I have primarily attended two sessions of newcomers, in which
Mm.
you and Kavita has described more about CMCS and further contributions, how to do that. Yeah,
Oh, great. Where are you calling from, Utkarsh? India?
yeah, I'm from India only.
That's good. Um, yeah. I have so many friends with the name Utkarsh, I think. Right. Anyone else? I request everyone you can also turn on your webcams to make the conversation more interactive so that it doesn't look like that only I'm talking. But yeah, and if you have missed the introduction, feel free to drop it in the Zoom chat. So we'll be moving on to the agenda items for today. I think Mr. Olet is not on the call, but he has a great agenda item for mystery schemas. We can circle back to him later on. If Saurabh, you would like to present his PR on his behalf, that would also be wonderful. So we can circle back to him later. Do we have Abhijit on the call? Looks like we don't. Bharat, would you like to go ahead and present your PR?
Sure, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this agenda item, it's just a documentation page for the app by component assistant. So I just thought you would maybe take a look and give me your thoughts about it. So basically, the app by component, I took most of the documentation from MUI, the library that Assistant is based upon, and yeah, so I took that as my North Star, and I semi wrote most of this. I had like AI generated, and then I reviewed it and uh, removed a lot of um, what do you say, not relevant stuff from it. And I also went through MUI source code and tried to like, yeah, for example, this section here, the prop section, I got this from MUI source code. So yeah, since MUI uses these props, uh, system would be using these props as well. So could you just take a look at this and let me know your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I just saw a comment on this PR from Rajesh.
Oh yeah,
If you
so
have noticed it.
I did update. I did make an update. I haven't posted it yet, but yeah, this is the latest version. I'm running it on my local machine right
Oh, okay. Could you mind going on the code section? We have proper examples and everything.
yeah. So yeah, this is basically like the most basic usage of the application. Sorry, the component, and
Mhm.
then there is the usage of this component along with buttons, and then with a logo, and then there's one that's responsive. So if I say change the viewport like this,
Mhm.
okay, not sure what's happening here. This should have turned into a hamburger by now. Okay, oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, so basically this is an app that also responds reactively to the viewport size changing. So I have these four examples here, and yeah, that's it.
And these examples are also referenced from some of the current places which have been implemented, right?
Yes, I mean I think there's like only one play like yeah, the app bar is basically this top thing here right here. So I don't think it's used much because it's probably just used once per site. And
Mhm.
I took this example from MUI's documentation right here. It's this exact example here.
Yeah, I think it's good. I haven't went through the exact content of what is listing out, but as long as it's following the documentation and it's aligned what we currently have, that is good.
Sure. Okay.
And
I'm looking forward to your comments when you would you be going through it?
yeah, I would be. I can also tag other reviewers
Okay, sure.
on this.
That's good.
If you can drop this PR on the Zoom chat, and yeah, good thing about being responsive that quite helps. It does also have the light and dark theme responsiveness as well, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's nothing I have to do. It's already implemented by system. So
Okay, that's good then.
I'll just drop the URL.
Any other thoughts for Bharat?
Looks good to me. We can just remove the extra content from this. Too much content are given in PR, like documentations you have provided. There are too many points which will be confusing.
Right, right. So maybe yeah, but I basically have three sections here in the guidance page, which is when to use, accessibility, and props. And these are the three sections I find in most of the other pages. So I'm not sure what more I can remove from this.
And in code cache sections, are you providing the imports? What are imports needed for each and bar from systems? Like
Oh, okay.
no,
Okay, yeah, I'll add the imports as well.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay, sure, I'll do that.
Thanks. All
Thanks so much.
thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Rishi says no emoji on the logo section. Okay. All right. I'll do that. I'll remove this.
Yeah, you can
I
also
don't
check
think
other
it's yet.
examples that have been listed currently to
Uh,
be aligned, the other components that have been in this documentation only.
I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
To follow the same structure and everything, you can check other components as well, like
Oh,
box
okay.
button, and so that you align with them. Maybe yeah, you already are, but yeah, for you can just double check if that's possible.
Sure, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Ronak.
All right. I think we don't have Ansh on the call. Mm, We can move on to, so you have another PR, I think, Bharat, you might want to talk about for the Layer 5 talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, oh yeah. So last week I was talking about a prettier config for docs.layer5.io,
Yeah.
if you remember. So yeah. So I made a few changes to the prettier ignore.
Sorry to interrupt, Bharat, but you want to screen share again because
Oh,
I
sorry.
just interrupted it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So okay, so the command to run the formatter would be make format. And yeah,
Mm,
so I have these changes on a different branch right now. So just to
mhm,
demonstrate all of this. So yeah, so I've added a few more files to the prettier ignore config, and those are the files that were meant for the markdown files meant for the agents. So essentially, agents don't like really care about formatting, and formatting just adds some extra white space, which would mean more tokens consumed. So I added those files
yeah,
to Prettier Ignore, and yeah, so Prettier touches YAMLs and Markdown files, but it just adds white space to make these files more readable. So as far as I can see, there are no breaking changes. I went through, like I scanned through most of these files, and all I can see are just white space changes for the Markdown files. And one place that Prettier could break things is with Hugo templates. So Hugo templates, like for example, a JSON file with a Hugo template, that's not exactly valid JSON. So I added that to the Prettier ignore as well, and the Hugo layer templates as well. So other than that, I think it does a pretty good job. I've also like okay, I'm
mhm.
just push these. I'll push these to a branch on GitHub so that you can check these changes for yourself. Um,
Yeah. And
and
Arif, this config is coming from the Layer 5 Academy. We do have same config, right?
yes, yes, that's right.
That's good. If you can
Okay.
pull up another PR for the changes, prettier changes, you don't please don't include in this PR. And
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you can
definitely.
see, yeah.
Yeah, this is just like a demo branch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also okay, I think my next agenda item on the list is also kind of related to
Uh,
this.
mhm. Talking about this
So
more, there are two make targets, make format and make format check. And do we have a similar make targets in the Layer 5 Academy? I was just wondering,
mm,
because we could keep also a single make target with passing a flag.
oh, okay, okay, I'll check that out then. I'll check that out and
Yeah,
I'll see if we can make it a single main packet.
yeah. As you might have seen, if we have uh in the prettier formatting, the same script that you are running. So it just have prettier and then says hyphen hyphen write or hyphen hyphen check. So it's kind of something like similar, that same make target, but
Cool.
rather than having another make target, we are passing a flag.
Okay, okay, right. But I don't think this is a flag exactly. I think it's a new separate command by itself. Right, but yeah, there's no reason the makefile can execute either of these based on a flag. So yeah, I'll check the makefile for the Layer 5 Academy to just make it consistent. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you check Mesh UI, I think over there or in any one of the front end repositories, we do have something like this. I'm not sure, but I think it's in the Mesh UI.
In
This
Mystery
thing
we
that
have
we
to make commands.
okay,
First
we
one
have to
for
make commands.
to check lint, second one for fix.
Okay,
So we can
Okay.
keep two commands here.
okay, sure.
Mhm. Don't we have any one of the repositories that have flags sort of, if I remember?
No, no, I what we have like using I don't know.
If I found one, I will just try to link that up. But yeah, it's as long as the script does it, so that's fine. But I was just wondering if I can align having that consistency. But yeah, that was my opinion.
All right. So what do you think about the other changes, like what the formatter actually does? So do you think it's working as expected?
I'm not sure, but yeah, it does work as expected because we are not having two commands and we're passing just a flag. So
Yeah.
the flag ones that makes the changes, it's used on the CI, and locally we are just doing the write operation. So yeah.
All right. So I think yeah. So my next agenda item. So I think yeah. This is a syntax error here. This isn't valid YAML. So this line has three spaces of indent, and the subsequent lines have two spaces of indent. So yeah. So basically, this is a. I think this could be. Yeah. I think yeah. This can be fixed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the issue I raised there. So
Also, these backslashes, I think they just print as it is in the YAML code block formatting. So you can also remove them. Just double check that it doesn't print any double as any backslashes over here in these comments, like first merge comment of any
right,
PR. So
sure,
if you
I'll
can, yeah,
check
you
that.
can just clean up that. So yeah, that helps.
Right. Sure. Thanks, Ron. That's pretty much it from my side.
You were right, Ronak. We have one command in Mystery UI.
Yeah, I think I only added that.
I just
We do
share link.
have one PR also, I think, related to it.
We can keep
Mhm.
one.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Then I'll make it one command then.
Yeah, with the right flag.
so yeah.
Good.
Hope you got the feedback, Bharat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
Thanks.
was it. Okay, thanks.
All right. Moving on, we have Ragul, you're up next. That's an interesting one, by the way, for each of us one as well.
Just a minute, I share my screen.
Rahul got some interesting stuff he'll be talking about today.
So this is the issue I'm working on. Is it audible now?
Yeah, it is with a little bit of
This is the issue I'm working on. The issue is to just add an example API in the documentation. I have done this just by updating the Open API YAML. Added the example reference field for all the schemas.
Mhm.
So it resulting like this. This is the schema table and the required JSON API response.
yeah, the this thing is pretty good. So I would try to touch something upon it. So each time we are having this examples and responses, the whole API stuff, it should the single source of truth or the canonical source of truth should be the open API file that is being coming from mystery schemas. So we don't have to, for example, do manual changes in any of the front end code. So each time this file gets updated, this is the single index file for all of our merged APIs. It contains both the cloud endpoints and the mystery server endpoints. For example, Rahul, if you can search for um, cloud over here in this file with a square braces. Yeah.
There is no result found.
Search for server. Mystery, just mystery. Okay, it's a you can see over here it's X internal written on 1989 line. Yeah, this thing. So we
189.
annotate the APIs just above it, X internal cloud and mystery. So we annotate the endpoints based on what they have been consumed. So this endpoint, for example, the API identity orgs, the get request of it. It is consumed by two consumers. That is the Mesh Cloud and the Mesh server.
Cloud.
Mesh server is the Mesh/Mesh repo, and the cloud is the one of the Layer 5 clouds private repo. But so this file is the single source of truth for each of our APIs. So have you manually edited this file, right?
No, 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 no. I perform the script file to perform this. If I run the script file, it will map into the once
Mhm.
again.
So where are these examples coming from?
Once again. These examples are coming from there are already predefined example fields in this. If the example field is there, I will take this result and put in the reference APIs. If there is no example field present, I will put a default value like this, which will make some meaningful, I think, like this. For the description, the example provided awarded for the security, see, successfully completing the Kubernetes, like that.
Okay, can you show that thing again where the script that is pointing to?
I didn't push this script in the GitHub. I have just kept
Mhm.
it locally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So each after a Mesh schema's release, I think this open API file gets updated, and
Updated.
yeah, so each
Okay.
time that gets updated, this examples that you have written, you have modified the open API file, right?
Yeah.
With the change.
So I need
So
to push the script file.
this will get overwritten, and we'll be back with the old docs again.
Open. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
So whether I need to push the script also in the GitHub?
Uh, this I'm not sure what this script is doing still, but I can just point this thing out that the single source of truth should be the open API file. So you can also check the mystery schemas repo. For example, we do have that workflow that updates this file and pushes it over. Perhaps you need to make some changes there as well to make it work. Also talking about if you can show the preview of the pull request. This could be a collapsible section rather than listing out the complete example response, because it's quite overwhelming and the response. You can use a normal shortcode for it. I think we do have it in the Layer5 docs to have a collapsible section. Also, this
Sure, for this
black
example,
background
this possible
color.
one.
Yeah, this background color, it's not going well versed with what the theme has. So it could be a bit of something like gray, or you can just keep it transparent, the same what you have in the background.
Sure, okay.
Another feedback related to the UI, don't just add too many encapsulation of the containers. For example, as you can see, you have one outer border, that is this box, and inside it you have another black background. So it feels more congested and you do feel less space. So if you have seen some premium websites, so more the space is, the more premium it becomes. So the level of encapsulation of the containers could be not more than two.
Sure, okay. And for this, the response not needed, right? For 400, 401.
Yeah, that's a successful example response.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ranok.
Yeah, you can also tag Pragalva on this one, or you can also tag me if you have done some work. You can get it reviewed. But
Sure, okay.
because I'm not sure, also not sure, but since the file changes would be overwritten, so it will be just back again with the docs. And we do also, if we can, this should also be in the mystery docs as well, these example responses. So yeah.
Mystery docs, okay.
Any other thoughts for Rahul? You do have to learn something related to schemas and how they are working. There are a lot of things going around on schemas, and there's a whole ocean around it. It's the most fundamental and critical thing of the whole project. So it's the schemas are the vernacular that all of our projects speak. So if you're working on schemas, you couldn't work anything much more bigger than that in this whole project, I think. So yeah. But good that you are working on this part.
Thank you.
All right, next is Bhumika. Would you like to share your screen and present your opinion? Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. It was a issue related to the SEO. So docs.layer.io having an error in the SEO. So this PR is related to the fixing of SEO, but I get but I have one more problem. Like as you can see that there is a SEO 66. When I work when I solve this problem, and like when I see on the local host that that's showing me 66, but when I add and commit and push in the GitHub, that is again showing me SEO error, and I checked, and I created two PRs, like it showing the same. Before pushing, it is showing 66, and after pushing, it's showing 60. It's showing again an error. So I'm confused to what should I do now.
Um, can you just also, I didn't see the error, what's coming.
Uh, yes.
Links are crawlable, links have descriptive text.
It's showing, it is showing before also, but when I fix that, it giving me SEO, and now when I push it, it giving same error back.
So then you might not have fixed it correctly.
If
Yeah.
I didn't fix it correctly, then how can I get a SEO 66 like this image?
Okay, so you're saying that I just got the score bumped up, but the error is still in place.
Yeah, it can.
Okay. And we do, is there any other error as well related to this?
No, I don't.
Then that's strange. How's the score going up then? Uh, Maybe any
Sorry.
other regression of changes? Is it still reproducible? The current score? 60.
No, it is not, but
60.
uh, it is like it's giving an error, and like in a preview it's also giving an error, and I thought it is in a preview it is due to the robust that file that is not allowed that in preview to show the SEO. So in a local host it is still giving that after the pushing, and before pushing it is giving him 66.
Try to fix
Yeah,
again.
please go ahead, Saurabh.
Try to fix again. Wait a second. Make some changes and check again.
I have created two PR, and both the PR having the same issue. Like in the last PR also, I have changed another thing, and it giving me SEO 66. Then I pushed, and it giving me error again, and then I closed that PR and creating new PR, and with the new changes, it doing same thing.
I think we are getting confused with the score, and just focus on the two errors that you have just. Links do not have descriptive text and links are not crawlable. Uh, but I don't have the full context. And on the SEO part,
I can see your screenshot that is taken from the mobile or what?
No, it's from desktop only.
Okay.
It's localhost.
Okay. I think my SEO differs from desktop to mobile. That's why I asked.
okay.
Maybe you can fix it on the desktop, might not fix it on the mobile like that. I'm asking.
No, it's on desktop only.
Okay, yeah.
And there was a comment of Daniel, like related to the this one, visualizer. So for that, if I comment out this thing, the UI going to change now. Like there will be one more card. going to add, that is canvas card. And if I think if someone can comment this card, it might be some reason, because it is looking like this. And if I remove that comment section, that comment part, it
Mm.
will look like this. So should I comment out, or
Just remove it if it's not being used. If we need to add, we can add it later.
so should I
Yes.
remain as a comment only? It's will be a
It's
good
it's
idea.
currently commented out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes, sorry, Bhumika. I think the visualizer is not that part. If you can go back to the comment, I also selected the visualizer, which you can see on the comment.
This one.
No.
So
Can you go back? Can you go back to the PR review, please? Scroll down. Yeah, down. Can you scroll down? Yeah, that part, I think. Somewhere. Hmm. I'm not seeing it because I also selected the visualizer on my review. I don't know. It was like a wave.
yeah, okay.
mm.
It's like a wave because like, yeah, each that's each. Yeah, it was showing as a wave, but I don't think it should be like in. It should be in the UI if it is comment out.
Uh,
Mm.
yes, can you go back to
Just
the review, please? Just a second. Yeah, I,
This one.
yeah, it was concerning this area. Or probably I can share the screen, please. Uh, I can share my
yes, you
screen.
can, Daniel.
Okay. Yeah. So it is just this side, this visualizer I was talking about. Yeah.
Mm.
So there is some code which are still there, and Bhumika works on that on this code, which affect this visualizer. Yet it is commented out. So I was wondering, should we refactor it? Yet it's not used. And on my comment, I describe it like how I tried to comment it out locally, and I see how it appears. You can see the detail in my comment.
Mm.
Yeah. So it is more about this part. Which when you comment it out, it's kind of a wave just yeah in the UI.
Yeah, if it's not being used, it can just remove it.
Yeah,
It's
and
also
all
add more
this
maintenance.
yeah, and all these JavaScript are related to that part which is commented. So
Mm.
that was my concern.
So
Yeah,
that's not being used. So we might not need this script either because this depend on that commented code block, right? And that is not being
Yes.
used. I would like to
Okay.
ask why we are introducing this change then,
Actually,
please.
that was an error. That was in a console error. So it was showing 404 error. So that's why in SEO fix I also fixed that also.
Mhm.
That's why.
You can. Okay, so as far as I'm understanding, that script is just being used to fix the error, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, please remove it because it's like we are going 2 steps ahead and 4 steps backwards, sorts of add more maintenance. A code block is commented and it's causing error. To fix it, we are introducing more code, adds more technical debt. We don't need it. Yeah.
Okay, I will remove it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Bhumika. Any other thoughts for Bhumika on this thing? All right. Um, do we have Bhavya on the call? Hmm. You can go ahead, Pratna, or the one that you are working on, the resizability of the sidebar.
Yeah, so mine was, I think it basically got done largely, right? And
Mhm.
it was approved. I think the only thing was the box shadow that you mentioned today. I have fixed that. And 1 second. I will just share my screen.
Yeah.
I'll share.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Um, I'm assuming you see my screen. So box shadow is implemented again, and resizability is, that's
Mhm.
fine. And it maintains statefulness. Oh, wow. 1 second.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. 1 second. I think my site crashed. I will have to restart Hugo server. This will take a couple minutes actually. Do you want to go ahead with someone else and I'll get back to this?
Uh,
I
or
have to
you can
restart
just
Hugo server.
shows the pull request preview.
Oh,
It
okay, that
would have
works.
been updated with the latest changes. So yeah.
Yes. 1 second. Can you see this?
Yeah, we can.
I
There might
think,
be a link of the pull request preview
yeah, I will
and
just look at it.
somewhere in the top. Yeah.
Think it was here. Uh, yeah, so resizable
You don't
more.
have to go to the workflow. Yeah.
Did not update.
I
Kavita
I
pinned
just
suppose.
the link in the chat. Please open that, Ratha.
Sorry.
I have pinned the link for you there in the chat, a Zoom chat. Yeah,
1 second.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, okay. Um, well,
This is something that I've just noticed.
Yeah.
This scroll bar, is that introduced because of your changes?
No, it was always there. Like the vertical scroll bar was there. There was a horizontal scroll bar that I introduced, but that was they asked me to remove that, so I removed that.
Mhm.
The vertical scroll bar does not have to go. It was part of the quick start thing.
Okay. Would you mind opening an issue related to it if that is not because of your changes? It just looks doesn't go well with the
It
theme.
looks a little weird, right? I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, how exactly
Yeah,
do I raise an issue?
yeah, you can go
I
to the mystery/mystery repository. You can,
Okay.
if you can just go it right now.
Yeah, I'll do that one second. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to go to issues?
We are just only seeing your pull request review.
Sorry, I think
So,
this might be a connection issue. Um, Slight Wi-Fi lag, I think. I've switched screens.
oh,
One
okay.
second, I'll stop sharing.
I think, Pratna, let me share my screen.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
coming from the changes you have introduced. So we don't have this sort of vertical scroll bar. This is the live talks. So I think that's coming all the way from your changes. You
Oh,
might need to fix it. We don't want
okay,
to
right.
change a single bit of styling for the
Okay,
sidebar.
right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
So
I'll change that.
yeah, if you can
Okay.
double check and
Yeah, I'll
each of
do
the
that.
things that we have. Yeah.
Done, done. Okay, works.
And what is the maximum width the sidebar would be expanded to?
350.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
what's the current width?
Current is 320. I think last time on call you said 400 was too
Okay.
much. So it's
Yeah.
350 now, and minimum is 250.
Okay. It works. And it also carries the state. So that is quite a
Yep,
wonderful thing. It's a good user experience because if I'm at accessing Mystery UI and I
right.
reduce the size of the sidebar and then I go to code
Mm-hmm.
spaces, for example, and it's all the way back to the default one, it doesn't
Correct,
affect
for sure.
bad user
Mm-hmm.
experience. So yeah,
Got it.
that is good. Yeah. Introduce as less code you can. Only introduce the required and
Done. I
specific
will.
things. Don't change the
Done,
current
done.
styling or CSS. Yeah, that helps.
All right.
So any other thoughts for Pratna? Yeah, Kavita, you're up.
Yeah, let me share my screen. So this is the issue that is being fixed. There was actually a movement of code from JavaScript to TypeScript, and some of the files were converted to TS and TSX extensions. But that was not reflected in the documentation for dashboard component, and dashboard component itself was moved from dashboard component folder to dashboard. So if you go and then check the current documentation, for instance, if you click on here, you will get a file 404 because this has been renamed, and the same thing actually happens for other uh, references further down because this is actually a JS file, but what we have is a TS file that has been actually fixed in my PR, and I can actually show that. Well, okay. This is the dashboard widgets. It's loading, and all the other references like dashboard widgets, latest blogs, and everything has been actually updated. I noticed that inside notification center also, you have a certain places where you have the metadata.js, etc., which is actually TSX file in the current code base. So we need to actually update that also. Apart from that, I didn't find any other place you need to change that in UI, I mean, the documentation. So I was just wondering whether, oh, this is already mentioned. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks,
just one.
Saurabh. Thanks, Saurabh. But I was actually thinking, okay, I didn't create a uh, issue as such because for the past 2 months I had not been doing anything other than code reviews and I was having that itch to fix something. So I'll actually open up a new issue, first comers issue for first timers so that somebody else can actually fix the notification center based documentation. That's all.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Broken links have to be handled away swiftly. So that
The one
is
in
very good.
yeah, the one in notification center is not about broken link. It's actually plain text. They have not used any link to the code base. So if it's possible, it's better to have that link to the code base so that people can, look at it. And for example, there is this uh, index.js which is mentioned there. Somebody new would be wondering like where exactly the index.js is. Things like that. If we could actually enhance all the JS files with the corresponding TSX extension and then point to the code base, that would be easier when we are actually looking at the files section. So I'd actually just add a new issue so that somebody else can fix it. That's all.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, thanks for jumping onto that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right, moving on, we have Daniel.
Yes, I was working on on this functionality, the toggle button on version 9. As you can see now, it's working locally. You can now toggle and then you can see how it's changing and the light mode also is changing. Let me try to click a random link. Yeah. Before it was not changing at all. This is the actual web documentation we do have. As you can see now, I'm clicking, but nothing changed. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel, so you're using a script to fix all of the 3,000 plus pages we have in Mystery Docs, right?
Well, those are static pages. So sometimes I needed to change this ID to class in most of the pages inside the version 9. As you can see, most of them, they are statistic. Each page is built by its own. So the change went across 730 pages. Yeah, but it was just changing the class and also the link to the script, pointing it to the correct one.
So these are the two changes each of the pages has.
Yeah, mainly those two changes.
Did you find any other pattern as well apart from this?
Please?
Apart from these two changes, did you find any other pattern or something that needs to be correctly fixed for this changes in any other page, for example?
Well, when you're on a light mode, if you refresh, there is like this kind of shift, and to
Oh,
change also that it's required to go to do it manually to every pages inside the dock, and I was like, should I go through all of that or just we can maintain it like that? But when you are here to the uh yeah, you can see even there you can see this toggle when you kind of refresh. So I don't know if I should also go through those 200 like 2000 pages to also to add that kind of script
mm.
to fix this issue.
I think it's not needed. These previous
Okay.
versions, there's a reason we do maintain it, and it's good and bad as well. You can argue like, okay, if anyone is reviewing the docs, why would anyone like to go to a previous version? But there might be people who would be using some previous version, and out of the blue, they see like, okay, there's some new version of docs, and so yeah, that is one of the reasons. And it feels like having all these previous versions of the documentation makes the project more trustworthy, that it's a long-lived project. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we couldn't nitpick these things, I think, for these small sort of changes. But this behavior needs to be fixed. So, one important thing I can highlight over here,
Hmm.
if you, so this, I think it currently looks good to me. I will just merge this thing.
Okay.
But for the other previous versions, as you
Yeah.
go downstream, 0 0.8,
Yeah.
0 0.7, all the way up to 0 0.4, you might find some different patterns what you currently are fixing. There could be more changes related to not just ID or a normal path fix. So if that's too much, I think for more downstream changes, like a very pretty old version, that could be ignored. I mean, I think. But it's on the scale of changes. If you think that if you're finding it too hard to do, or it has so many patterns, so you might skip it. But if you can just write a script, or you might already be having one that can identify these patterns, just run that script, and then it's a as long as you can identify all these patterns, then it's a 15 minutes, 30 minutes job. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll go to version 8 probably after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not find some drift in 0 0.8, but you might find them in, I think, 0 0.4 or 5. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that helps. All right. So since we don't have any more agenda items left, um, if we are left with some couple of PRs, you can just tag us, any of us on the Slack channels for offering some review. And you can also record a video about it and send on the website's channel about what the work you have done. And these agenda items, so the people who are maintaining it consistently, for example, Ragul, they are maintaining each time an agenda item in the website's call. That is a really good thing, quite helps. So keep up the good work. And yeah, so we'll be seeing you in the next website's call. And also, we have a development call on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. IST. So where we talk about the core development of Mishri. So you might also join that. On Fridays, we have a newcomers call that Yash on this call, he hosts it, Yash and Sulagna. So yeah, that's great for someone who's just joined the community and wants to get familiarized with the code base and all the 100 plus projects we have. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining. See you on Wednesday and have a great day. Bye everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.